All right, FishAholics, welcome back to another episode. I just walked out the door, got the duffel packed. It's 11:30 a.m. here in Palm City, Florida currently, and I have an Uber coming at 12, and that Uber is going to be taking me to Palm City International Airport, where I'm going to be flying home to the Northeast for a couple days for an epic outing, or double outing actually. Today's Monday, so Tuesday and Wednesday I'm going to be getting out with the guys over at Sailfish Boats, and huge shout out to Sailfish Boats for bringing the next couple videos to you guys, and for Saltwater Sportsman for putting this trip together as well. And the next couple of days we have an opportunity to get on some tuna, striped bass, flounder, weak fish, maybe some black sea bass, and it's gonna be really nice to go back to my home roots. And for those of you that don't know, I grew up in New Jersey, lived in New England for a while. I fished my whole life out in Montauk, and I lived out there for like 7-8 years, so I did a whole lot of fishing and targeting for those species. And I worked on a charter boat in Montauk for a while, ran this boat out of Montauk for a year before I was looking for a change, and then that's what brought me down to Florida. I moved down here, and I've loved it ever since, but it's always great to go back. And other than this trip, then next month I'm going to be going back up there for another little run for a couple weeks to a month, so that should be cool. But anyway, I think the Uber is pulling up here now, so I'm going to hop in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, FishAholics. Well, I made it to Long Island, New York, and look at this familiar face here.
What's up, guys?
Ryan Morey. He's made it up from Florida as well, and then we're joined here by Matt from Saltwater Sportsman. He's going to be doing a lot of the filming for today out on the 31.2 Sailfish center console, and we're about ready to head to Captain John McMurray's house. He's the captain for today, and then we're also going to have the squeaky door. And then we're also going to have Denny from Sailfish Boats out on the water today with us to really give us a in-depth, close look at the 31.2 center console. We're ready to hop in the truck and
yeah, dude, we're waiting on you.
I'm driving. Yeah. All right, good. I'm glad I brought my wallet with my license and didn't leave it up in the room. Let's get after it and hopefully catch some fish. The weather today is going to be, you know, nicer than tomorrow, which is Wednesday. So we're hoping the captain wants to still go offshore for tuna and stuff like that, but it's going to be a little windy. The swell and the waves might be a little choppy, so we'll see what happens. How's it going? I'm Rich.
How you doing, Rich? John.
John, nice to meet you. All right, we're on the 31.2, and this is Denny from Sailfish Boats. Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Rich.
Meet you, Rich.
And looks like a beautiful morning, and it's a beautiful boat. I'm excited to get out and experience what it's like to be on a sailfish. I've never been on a sailfish boat before. I've been on many other types of boats, so I'm really excited. So thanks for inviting us along and showing us.
Perfect. You're going to find out why we're fishing focused, family friendly when we go out today.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Alright, we're heading out. It's starting to get a little light in the sky, and I believe that the plan right at the gate when we first get out there into the ocean is to head a little west, and that's where we're gonna first try and see if we can get on some striped bass, which is gonna be pretty cool. And according to Captain John, there's been a lot of big fish around, so I'm super pumped about that. And there might be a chance to head offshore. The weather doesn't really look great, and tomorrow the weather looks even worse. So Ryan and I both said that we're down to attempt to go offshore, and he said there's not a whole lot of tuna around, but if you do hook up on one, it's a big one. So stay tuned. Let's see if we can make it happen. guys, making a quick little pit stop. Captain John is looking for some bunker schools with binoculars. And what's pretty cool is Sandy Hook, New Jersey is right there. And that's like my home roots right there. I grew up fishing there all the time. This spring I didn't make it up to fish Sandy Hook, but I might be heading up next month through this area, driving from Florida, so maybe I'll hit it then. And you know, the bass probably won't be great by the end of June, early July, but there could be some fluke or something that I could catch. But it's a little snarkier out here than we would have hoped, but we're looking for activity and gonna see if we can put together a bite. All right, guys, we're marking some bunker on the Garmin Screens here. So I'm gonna drop down this FishAholic finback shad and see if we can get a bite. It does not feel like June out here today. It's a little chilly. And we're gonna be bouncing around, I guess, quite a bit to try and stay on the bait and hopefully find, you know, good stacks of fish that are on the bait. So we'll keep moving around, see what happens. All right, guys, so I'm putting on a lighter leader. Ryan's hooked up on a big fish up on the bow there. On a live bunker?
On a live bunker, son.
Nice. Real big fish he's got there. Like instant drop too.
Dude. Yeah, I mean, once we got that live bait out where it needed to be, the fish found it. We knew that there was fish around. The bait was just acting way too nervous for there not to be. Come aboard this sailfish boat. Wow, look at that fish. Good one, man. Got him. Woo!
Nice.
Wow, look at that.
Fatty.
That's a beauty.
All right, got a bunker. Look at that, perfect, delicious bunker.
One popped right in front of us. I'll fill this in. You're gonna put that on the circle?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on a silver hook. All right, guys, I'm just gonna hook him underneath so he swims down, and I'm gonna cast him out. Oh, I think I got a fish on here. Let's see. No. Yep, there he is. Yep, there we go.
Get off?
Ah.
Yeah, got off.
Dang.
You had a good strike though.
All right. It looks like I possibly had a bass on, because if it was a bluefish, it would have, you know, been bit in half or something. All right, well, it was cool that I at least had a bite. Unfortunate that I lost them, but what is nice now is the sun is out, and we're gonna leave this little spot, make a move, and go a little bit further north now, and you know, just keep hopping around and see if we can find a good school of bait with just some more fish on it. And it's really nice just being on such a sweet boat. I love this area up front here in the bow. It's a really good platform to stand up on if you want to, you know, cast off the side, and then you also have these cushions that wrap around the whole gunnel of the boat, and the gunnels are nice and high so you can lean on them when casting out or jigging right on the edge, and it makes it nice and comfortable and gives you a lot of stability.
Perfect description.
Yeah. I'll have to read that.
Oh, I'll make it.
That was a fish.
Come on, come on, come on.
We'll get him with the live bait. He popped it good though.
Here, he's going to the left, so once you get in, I'll go underneath you. All right, Ryan's casting a plug here along these rocks. I threw out a live bunker. Did you see the size of that fish?
It could have been that big.
Looked like a schoolie. Oh, there he is.
Oh,
there he is.
Oh, come on, bitch. Get it.
Oh,
Get it.
Ryan's getting popped.
Get it. Oh my God, get it.
Oh, look at that.
Got it.
No, we didn't get it yet.
No.
We try this dark matter FishAholic popper. Oh, just got flashed on. Oh, just got hit. All right, come on. There's got to be something right there. It's textbook.
Little spot that you got there.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, he called it.
Right there. I called that one.
Recording? My friend. Thanks for not being a rookie.
Phew! Finally. Yeah. Decent.
That one actually got
slot size striper that crushed the dark matter pulsar popper.
Schoolie.
No, it's a slot size fish. Yeah. You don't have to throw them in the net if you don't want to. We can just put them on the boga, and then he doesn't get all tangled. All right, let's get this pretty fish up. Yeah. The bite was just so epic. Look at that beautiful striper right there. Not as big as Ryan's, but when it's on top like that, it doesn't matter how big the fish is. All right, let's get back out there and see if we can get another. Super fun stuff on some light tackle. You know how I like it. And we hooked that fish and fought it on this 7'6" medium power fast action St. Croix Tidemaster spinning rod. And it's actually the travel edition, so it breaks into 3 pieces. And I flew up here, so it easily fits into a rod tube about this long, and then you can carry it on a plane with you. And then I also have it paired up with my Daiwa BGM Q6000D. I got 15-pound Power Pro braid on here, and I'm using a 40-pound fluorocarbon leader. Yeah. Oh, there's a bite right there. Oh. They're on me. They're on me. Come on back. Come on back. All right, we're gonna take a couple more casts right at this point, and then we're gonna head up into the river actually and try another spot. And we're gonna leave this spot because the bites seem to slow up and we're kind of losing the outgoing tide. We got to this spot probably with like an hour left of the outgoing tide, and we're gonna probably come back to this island again once the tide starts to come in. All right, we're rolling out. We'll be back here in a little bit. All right, we're gonna try in here by this cut next to the bridge and by this fort here. We're in a slightly deeper water, so I'm switching to the 5-inch FishAholic finback shad. Oh, there's gotta be one right along the rocks there. And there's quite a bit of outgoing current still moving here. A lot more than that island. The island spot went totally slack, and there's like, how could there not be 1 or 2 hungry stripers here?
I'll show you a hungry striper.
All right, I'll believe it when I see it.
Right now, I'm coming in 3, 2.
Just went over a pile of fish sitting in the middle of this channel. A very small pile, but maybe they'll bite. Maybe I can get one. All right, guys, we marked some fish here. didn't have any bites, so we might go back out into the ocean, look for bunker, and see if we can find the bigger fish. And so far though, I'm loving this Sailfish 31-2. It's a beautiful boat, real solid. And I wanted to ask Denny now what his favorite features of the boat are, and you know, what do you love about this boat?
Well, one of many features that I love about it is the ergonomics of the dash, the way it's laid out, nice and clean. It's beautiful. Twin screens. You don't have to stick your hand in between the steering wheel to touch anything. And also, if you notice where the tabs are at versus the throttle handles, you don't have to remove the handle to work the tabs. So everything's nicely laid out and clean.
There we go. There's another one.
I think you're having a lot of fun snacking the bunker today, dude.
I'm just trying to put all the bait, you know, in the boat, so I don't have to do it again. Hopefully this one stays alive. So fortunately enough, we were able to get a couple dozen bunker in the well. And also, if you really wanted to load up the boat with a lot of live bait, there's a second live well behind the center console seats. But unfortunately, even after catching a bunch of bait, there didn't seem to be a whole lot of big fish in this area. There you go.
But we did see some smaller fish busting on top, so we threw some top water.
Getting hit. There he is. Blue fish on. That didn't take long. Got it hooked up on a bluefish on the popper. Oh, and there's like probably a school of like 20 right underneath this one. Just following them up. Now bluefish, the reason they follow each other up is because when you're fighting them, also bass, sometimes they regurgitate a lot of stuff, or they're also trying to grab what they have in their mouth out of their mouth, so you can also catch two at a time. This is a nice spunky cocktail bluefish. Oh, and he dehooked himself.
With your eyes, dude.
Let me show you a little trick here. When you're holding them, if you hold them by the tail and you bend it like that, see how they like flop around less? You straighten it, usually they wiggle. You release them nice and easy. Then you can stay away from their teeth. They got razor sharp teeth. I've seen guys lose their thumbs. They're trying to get their plug out of their mouth without pliers. Not good. So, John, tell the folks at home, how long have you been a captain and running a boat?
This is my 23rd year, man.
Nice, nice. You love doing it?
I do. I mean, some days are tougher than other ones. I love it when it's good. It's great when it's good. It's
Of course.
the best job in the world.
We've all had tough days, and that's what fishing's all about. And once we find them, it's going to make it even sweeter.
Yeah, man.
So, and how do you think the boat rides, in your opinion?
I think it rides great, man. It's exceptionally dry. It's kind of crappy out today.
And it's handling
You can
its
see
own.
I'm real dry. Yeah. I mean, that's the first.
He's the driest one on the boat right now. He doesn't need the skins on it.
Well, but if you're on a wet boat, it doesn't matter where you are. You know, you're gonna.
Exactly. All right, guys. Well, it was cool to get some bluefish action, and I'm sure we could stay right here off Breezy Point and catch 50 of them if we really wanted to, but that's not really what we're after. We're more after the bass, and we just hit up the front of the jetty, you know, for like a dozen or so casts, and no bites up there. So we're actually gonna go back to that island where I got that slot size striper from, and we did have a bunch of other bass bites there. So we're gonna use the bunker there, keep throwing top water, and you know, maybe along the way somewhere we'll come upon a feeding school of bass on a pot of bunker, you know, and then that could turn the game around instantly, and we could get on some real big fish. But I think that island for now, Captain John is thinking is the best bet, and we all agree. So we'll see you there. So as much as I wanted to fish on this day, I also was itching to drive this Sailfish 31-2, and luckily Captain John let me grab the helm on our way back to the island, and it got up on plane extremely quickly, and it was a really smooth ride. Although the only thing that wasn't smooth is when we did get on plane, notice all of that junk that accumulates up on the dash during a day of fishing just blows straight onto the floor. And Sailfish Boats knows this happens on most center consoles, and that is why they designed this really convenient watertight dash hatch, and as well as these other storage compartments, large fish boxes both on port and starboard, and a nice sandbar cooler for when you're taking a swim with family and friends.
No, he's black fishing. I think we could kind of stick up front and drift around him.
All right.
You want to get up there and I'll take the boat so you can fish?
Yeah, go for it. All right, I'm gonna try a bunker here at this spot now. There you go. We're ready to catch a nice striper here. Catch a big one. Oh, I just had a bite. Oh, yep, I just got 8. There, fish on. There you go. Yeah, it seems decent. Nice. There we go. Another like slot size bass. Oh, he's got a follower. Ryan, throw your bait right behind mine. All right. There's a bunch of followers. Probably like 6. Maybe like right here next to the boat. Yeah, there's a whole school of them. You're right on them. They're chasing it. They're chasing it.
I gotta move, man. Okay.
All right. Yep. All right, guys, another beautiful slot, and this one unfortunately swallowed the circle hook, and we all were talking about possibly keeping one slot for the table, so we're gonna throw this guy in the box. Hopefully this one gets us a nice one. There he is, fish on. He's going around the back. Looks like another slot size bass here. Oh, he's ripping a little line. There we go. Perfect hook set on this one. This one's probably like 28, 29 if you pinch the tail. Beautiful fish. Send her on home. Oh, there's one.
There you go.
On the shad.
Nice. Yeah.
Feels like a decent fish. Oh, there you go. Doubled up.
Go. Ripping.
Nice.
Ripping.
There we go. All right, there he is. A nice like 27 incher probably on the FishAholic finback shad. See ya. All right, back up for another drift. Let's do it again. I think they're stacked here. I'd like to get a little bit bigger one though on the shad. So I'm gonna risk the shad by getting it all the way to the bottom, make sure that I'm down the deepest I can get. And that's probably where the bigger fish are hanging. Got him? Little guy? Woo! Or not, big one. Wow.
Yes, sir. There's like 6 more dead baits in there, bro.
All right, I'll go grab a dead bait. Oh, I just got a bite. give it a little jerk. Oh, wow. I just gave it a little twitch and I got 8. Excuse me? Yeah. That's crazy. There he is. That's a good one. Much better fish right there, I think.
Sorry, bro.
What are we trying to dance here?
I'm giving you a hug.
Oh no, he's not that big. Felt better when I first took when I first set the hook on him.
You're fighting these fish on a much heavier setup than me too, so it's always seeming like, you know,
yeah,
I'm fighting these giants. But
I came prepared for tuna. I'm surfing them in.
Reaping these fish.
This is a fat one.
Look at the bunker sticking out of his mouth.
Whew. He's spunky. He's not giving up. All right, here he is. Nice slot again. I'm on the slot game today. But hey, if you're gonna keep a fish, these are the best ones to keep. But we're gonna send her back. All right, so we're coming back up for another drift, and before we start fishing again, I just wanted to give a huge shout out to Josh over at J&H Tackle, because he knew about this trip that I was flying up here, and I was like, you know, I needed a couple sticks that possibly we could use offshore, and that was originally the plan, offshore, and then maybe do a little inshore fishing. Unfortunately, because of the weather, and you know, hopefully the weather's better tomorrow, we can get offshore, but Josh hooked me up with this Dark Matter jigging rod, and as well as this Shimano Sargosa 10,000, and also the Dark Matter tuna popping stick, which he dropped off at the hotel last night after he got done working, so I could have 2 extra sticks out here on the water today. So again, huge shout out to Josh, and if you guys want to check out all this equipment, I'll link it down below. All right, we're down to our last 2 dead baits. Gonna hook them up and try it again. Oh, just got hit. That was a hard thump. Oh, he dropped it, I think. Spit it out. Oh no, he didn't. He swam out from the structure with it. There we go. Another slotty. Now what's been pretty cool fishing with the dead bunker, and we've been noticing that once you give them a little twitch, that's when they're munching them.
Yep. That was the exact last 2 drifts. So it's like, you know, they're staring at it, just like, should I eat it? Should I eat it? And you twitch it, and I'm like, okay.
And there he is.
It's a fine specimen of a fish and a fine specimen of a guy right there. Look at that.
And Ryan too. Give him a fin 5.
Oh, I don't know how. Oh, is it like that?
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't like me.
Check it out, guys. Beautiful fish. Let's get her back. Woo! Got soaked. All right, guys, that is a wrap. We're heading out, and well, if we spot a pot of bunker on the way back to the dock that's getting blown up with big fish, we might stop. But for the most part, we're all beat and tired and gonna call it a day. And it was cool to end with one last fish. And now I'm just gonna talk to Denny about the hull of this 31-2 sailfish. So Denny, because you're the more experienced, you about this boat and with the company, how long have you worked with sailfish?
Since 2002 September. Yep.
Oh wow, so that's a good amount of years.
Yep, almost 22.
Wow, well, that's impressive. And now, what can you tell the folks at home about the hull of this boat? Because there's some good technology behind it, and it seems really impressive from what I've read.
So it's what we call a VDS hull, a variable degree stepped hull. So it's like 3 hulls in one, so you get the best of all worlds. You got a 24 degree that cuts through the rough water, like we did this morning, and it's not so rough now, so it'll be an even smoother ride than we had this morning.
Looking forward to it.
A 23 degree gives you the fuel economy and best cruise speed. And then the 22 degrees flattens out to where you have stability at rest while you're fishing. Like when we were drift fishing, we didn't have that rock on the 24 degree bottoms.
Understood. That's amazing. And thanks so much for helping put this all together. Huge shout out to Saltwater Sportsman as well. And I want to fish on more sailfish boats in the future, definitely. So thanks again.
Thank you.
So guys, we're gonna wrap things up and head back to the dock, probably play the fish up, and might include that at the end for after the outro. And also make sure to check out Ryan's video. Ryan, say goodbye, and
see you guys later.
Hopefully we get out tomorrow and make something happen as well. And again, all links down in the description. And like always, live the fish, fish to live. So stay tuned for some additional fishing action after I fillet up the one fish, because unfortunately day 2 ended up being really slow and a much shorter day because of the weather conditions. So I'm just gonna add some of that fishing action to the end of this video.
Striper before I found out.
So the next day, because of the weather, like I said, we had limited options, but we were joined by Nate Matthews, editor-in-chief of Saltwater Sportsman, and he lives locally to this area and had some local spots in the back bay that we could hit and be protected from the near 25, 30 mile an hour winds, even early on. And it got even windier as the day progressed, and the rain was supposed to start around 1 p.m. So we went out and made the most of it. Now let's start casting it out there. Oh yeah, the bottom is stacked right now. Oh man, yeah, those are the best marks so far this morning. One of us is gonna get one. Right there, he is. Oh, I lost him. Ah, come on. That woke me up a little bit. Ryan just got a decent fluke. Oh, I'm on.
Oh man.
Let's see what we got here. Ah, it's a little bluefish. Yeah, a little bluefish. No, it's a little bluefish. Little cocktail blue.
You want to deal with it? Yeah. Oh, you want to go back to that?
That's got to be at least like 22 to 24 inches. All right, we're going up for another drift. I'm gonna try switching to this little 1/2 ounce Spro bucktail with some gulp. All right, let's catch him. Oh, there's a fish.
Yeah.
Another little cocktail blue. Oh, there he is. So right here you can see me pulling out some fresh blue material, and I'm actually switching from 30 to 20 pound fluoro because Nate and Ryan were getting a few more bites than me from the fluke. So I made the switch and it paid off. There he is. You know, I feel like this may have been the fish that I missed the last time, like just a second ago. That's a nice fluke. There we go. Thank you, Denny. All right, now we got the fluke on the board. All we need is a weak fish and a striped bass to make a nice slam. Look how sandy this one is on his belly. It's like mud or sand. He's probably sitting in the mud for a while. Well, Fishaholics, that about does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to check out more adventures just like this brought to you by Saltwater Sportsman, check the links in the description.